we are discussing about light, shadow and images. Yesterday I am talking about three substances. What are those? Opaque, transparent and translucent. What are opaque substances? Through which the light rays does not pass through them are called as opaque substances. Through opaque substances the light rays will not pass, like human beings, books, pads, etc. Okay, when we are coming to transparent substances, the light rays directly pass through them are called as transparent substances. What are the examples for these transparent substances? Like glass, polythene covers, etc. Finally, today what we have to talk translucent substances. What is the last one? Translucent substances. The substances through which the light will pass partially. Okay, partially is called translucent substances. Through which the light rays passes through them partially are called as translucent substances. Example, oil paper or butter paper. So these are the three substances. In opaque, the light will not pass, and to transparent, the light rays will pass clearly, and in translucent substances, the light rays passes partially is called as translucent substances. Example, oil paper and butter paper. That is given in your textbook, and he asked here objects which form shadows, objects which form unclear shadows, and objects which do not form the shadow. In figure 2, you can see a boy is holding the three papers, and he is asking us, in the first case, what is the substance? In the second case, what is the substance? In the third case, what is the substance? In the first case, we can, when we observe, we cannot see the face of the person. When we are not able to see the face of the person, what we will say this one as opaque. In the second case, from the polythene cover paper, we can see clearly the image of that person. What we will say this one? It is a transparent. And next one, we can see only partially. Means an unclear image you can see in this particular paper. So we are telling this as a translucent. Right here in your textbook, this is opaque, this is transparent, and this is translucent. Down, which forms the shadows? You give some examples like paper, wood, book, etc. Objects form unclear means oil paper and butter paper you give, and objects which do not form shadows are called as transparent, like glass, water. Water which is not stilled means which stays like that without disturbed. Water, when it is not disturbed, we can see our image very clearly in the water. But you keep a stone in that and try to see your image, it will be unclear. Did you understand? So these comes under the example. Now we are going with the activity 3. In activity 3, what we have to do? Do this activity in a dark room. Close the total room. Dark room is know where the light ray must pass through them. Then focus the light on the book with a torch. Where do you find the shadow of the book in the room? Where you are focusing the light, there only you can form the shadow. If I am keeping up, we can see that the shadow of the book will be up. If I am keeping to left, to this side. If I am keeping to right, to the right. If I am keeping down, to the down. Like that, wherever the light ray passes to that particular side, you can see the image. You can see here in the textbook very clearly. The boy is keeping to the blackboard. There you can see the book, the shadow of the book, and the girl is keeping to the upside of the roof. There you can see the shadow of the book. Then, will it happen? Can we find the shadow of the book outside at night? Take the book, okay? Go outside and just hold the book in your hand and torchlight, and just focus the torchlight on this book. Can you find the shadow? Nowhere we can find the shadow. Why? Because there is no screen. Did you understand? We cannot find outside. Why? Because There at night, light rays are not passed through that one. Yeah, at night, if the light rays passes also, what must be there? Screen must be there to see the shadow. Now, in the second case, what you will do? Hold a plank. Okay, take a wooden or white plank or a white paper sheet. Hold it up. Now, hold the book. Now, put the light on this book. What will happen? Up of this white sheet, you can see the screen will be formed on that one. What is that? On the screen, you can find the shadow of the book. So, normally, we cannot at night also, in the darkness, we cannot find the shadow. What must be there? Light must be present and also screen also must be there to see our shadow at night. This is activity 3. Okay, what he asked here is do the same activity in open air. Means outside at night. Is it possible in the night time to see the shadow? It is not possible. We also see when we are sleeping at night. In our room, the bed bulb will be there, the zero candle bulb. The light rays are falling from that one. Okay, I am trying to move my hand or move my leg, whatever it may be. Or when I want to get up, where I will see my, what is that, shadow on the wall. Means this wall will act as a screen. Did you understand? Normally, if that bed light was not there, can you see the shadow of yours or others? It is not possible. A small light ray is there also, we can see our shadow. In the absence of light, we cannot see our shadow. And you have to know that the shadow will be different in the morning, afternoon and in the evening. Morning and evening, our shadow will be very long. Why? Because the light rays will fall slantly from the east and from the west. Morning from the east. Okay, evening from the west. So, the light rays fall slantly on this particular object and the shadow will look very long. But at mid-noon only, at 12 o'clock, the light rays will be on our head. Directly straight to our head. So, it is falling straight, no? So, you will get your shadow will be very short at that particular time. Did you understand? Direct when it is falling on us, mid-noon, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, the rays are coming directly, our shadow will be very short. But morning, you see, means before 12 and after 1 or 2, you see, we can see that our shadow will be long. Try to observe that one. Is there difference between the length of the shadow or not? When it is long and when it is short. And one more thing is there, in our day-to-day life, we observe many shadows on the surfaces of the earth. In all the cases, the earth is acting like a screen. So, as I said for you, to form the shadow, a screen must be there. So, our shadows we are ready to see on the wall or on the ground or something means, what is acting? The earth is acting as a screen. In olden days, shadow puppetry show was it. And a tolu bommalata. Okay, a screen will be in front and back the people, they will tell the story of Ramayana, Mahabharata or some other stories will be, you can see that they will take the paper toys, tie the thread to that one. Did you see Dasavataram movie? In that a song will be there. Okay, the first song there, they will try to explain about Dasavataras, all the 10 by using the shadow puppetry show. They will use only the toys back with the thread and the front we can see all like fish, like a crocodile or like a tortoise or with the 10 heads. These all you can see in the shadow puppetry show. Okay, this is called, there what is happening, the toys are back, only on the screen what you are seeing, the shadow. Previously in olden days what they used to do means, they used to tell all the situations, even in when the Britishers are ruling for us. Okay, how they are troubling the Indians. They used to show in the shadow puppetry show only. How they are beating for the Indians, how they are troubling Indians, how they have to go and fight on the Britishers to get back our India. So they used to show in the shadow puppetry show and they used to educate the people. The uneducated people who don't know how to read this Ramayana, Mahabharata or what happened at that particular moment, how these gods saved the people or how they were, to show that also they used this shadow puppetry show. Okay, shadow puppetry is one of our traditional recreation activity. In this, some puppets are used to form shadows on a screen and a story is narrated with the help of these shadows. Okay, try to make puppets and do. You also can try it in your house. Your parents are there or your brothers and sisters are there. If you want to create a story of your own, you can make first with the paper, the toys, and you tie a thread to them and arrange a screen front, take a white cloth, close all the doors. Okay, the room must be dark and arrange here in front of your screen a light and start telling the story. How interesting it will be, then you can find that one. Now see here, can you guess the object by observing its shadow? Is it possible? By observing the shadow, can you say that this particular object, object is this one? Yes, we will try. I'll say that one. If you see, if you watch the programs in ETV1 program will come. I don't know, before that was there. Cash or some other program, I don't know what is that. They used to hide the person back, okay, and keep some wigs to them. And front, their wife or their husband will stand and they have to identify who is that particular person related to them or not. Now see, for suppose if the person exactly he is standing there, it is easy for that girl or boy to identify she is my wife or she is my husband or she is my son or she is my daughter. Okay, but when after going back of the screen, they are arranging some wigs. They are arranging, they are changing their what is that dress or something. They are making them fat. They are making them thin like that. Then is it possible for us to identify exactly who is that person? It is not possible, no. So by seeing the shadow, we can try, but exactly we cannot say that. For you, for example, see in your textbook what is given here. The first one. How is it? How it is looking like a ball. The second one, it is looking like a tree. The third one, it is looking like, can you say a nail or is it a flute, sannai, like that or a nail? Think of this one. Third one, it is looking like a, fourth one, it is looking like a bird. Fifth one, it is looking like a some dog or goat or something like that. It is looking like an animal. Okay, first one is ball, second one is tree, third one it may be nail or sannai, fourth one it is exactly like a bird. Is it true or not? Then fifth one is looking like a dog or a goat. Okay, when we keep like this here, you can, if you are seeing, it is looking like a dog. Is it dog in my hand? Is my hand a dog? But by keeping the fingers like this, I am showing it as a dog or a goat or something like this. But is it a goat or dog? So by seeing the shadow, can you say it exactly? Now see the original pictures of these shadows. Okay, how many we told exactly right? How many we told wrong? So coming to here, see the first one is ball. Okay, yeah, 100% right. The second one is tree. That is also right. The third one is here you can see it is sannai. People they will play the songs, no? That one. Then coming to the fourth one, we told it as a bird. Is it a bird? No, they are the hands. Just he twisted the hands and he is moving and showing that it is a bird. So the last one, is it a dog? No, just he closed his fingers and put that and he's telling for us it is a dog. So what is his question now? Is it possible to say exactly what is that object by seeing it's a shadow? It is not at all possible. Some may be right and some may not be right. Now only in 5, how many we told right? In 5 we told 3 are right. Okay, 2 are right, 1 50-50 chances and the next 2 absolutely wrong we told. Okay, they are with the fingers they showed for us. So, can we guess the objects by observing the shadows? Means our answer will be no, we cannot. So, you must have wondered when you compared your guesses and the actual object of which shadows are formed, you may notice that the shadow that look like bird and animal are not really bird and animal. They are the fingers of a particular person. Okay. So, what can you conclude by seeing this one? Means we can conclude that we cannot see the shadows exactly. Did you understand that? So, what is shadow puppetry show and what is this? How to can we guess the shadows? You understood, no? Tomorrow we shall see the activity 4, color of a shadow. Will the shadow will have color or not? That I will discuss tomorrow. Thank you.